Hey everyone, it's Daniel Brother Barbaris. In this next video, we'll be setting up our reporting services and software update point or SUP role. All right, so let's get started. Go ahead and open up your configuration manager from the taskbar. You should have pinned that in our previous video. You'll notice that now we're in dark mode, which is great. So administration, we can go to site configuration, servers and system roles. We're going to right click down here under distribution point, click on properties. Under the General tab, we're going to name this our CM Lab distribution point, so copy and paste that there. Go to the Communication tab, and then down here where it says Import Certificate, click that, Browse, and we're going to use our CMDP certificate that we created, and let's get our password, which is right here, copy and paste there. Okay, now we're going to go to our Pixie tab. We're going to enable Pixie support. So yes, allow this distribution point to respond to incoming Pixie request. Enable unknown computer support. Click OK. Enable our preferred management point. We're going to click there and then choose our management point, which is our CM server. We're going to copy our password here and paste that twice. There we go. We're going to use allow user device affinity with automatic approval. Click there, click apply, then click OK. Okay, now we're going to go back to sites here. We're going to right click our PS1 site. We're going to go on properties, go to our communications security tab, and we're going to choose our trusted root certificate authority down here. Click set, add, and we're going to use our CM-CA certificate that we also created. Click OK, OK. And now we'll do is we'll click add site system roles. Click there. Click next, next, and we're going to choose reporting services point. There we go. Next, click on verify. Successfully verified. Click OK. Now here we're going to click on set, and we're going to say new account. Browse. We're going to choose our service Power BI account. Paste that here, then check names. Good. Click OK, and we'll copy our password. Paste that twice. Click OK. Next, next. Give that a few moments and click close. Now what we'll do is we're going to click on start. We're going to go to our SQL Management Studio. There we go. Give that a few moments. There we are. Click on connect. We're going to expand databases. We're going to expand CMPS1, security, roles, database roles, and then what we're going to do is we're going to double click DB underscore data reader right here. Double click on that. Okay, we're going to click add, browse, and you should see your username here, your ADM account. Click that, and also click on the Power BI service account. Click OK, OK, and one more time. OK. Now we're going to go down here to SMS SCHM users. Double click on that. Click add as well. Browse and choose the same thing. Your user account, ADM, and the Power BI account. OK, OK, and OK. And we're going to close SQL Server Management Studio. We're going to right click on start, run, and we're going to give it a good 10 minutes of wait time. Click OK, and I'll see you in 598 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. And now what we can do is we can click Add Site System Roles again. Click Next, Next. And this time we're going to use our software update point. Next. Okay, we're going to require SSL connection. Okay. We're also going to adjust the download speed to use the unused network bandwidth or Windows LED BAT. There we go. Next, 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 and enable synchronization on a schedule. We're going to change this to 1 day. Next, we'll change these to 2 months for each of the superseded, okay, and feature updates. Next, we're going to decline expired updates in WSUS according to supersedence rules, add non-clustered indexes to the WSUS database, and remove obsolete updates from the WSUS database. Next, next, I'm going to go all the way down. We'll do these ones later. Next, 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 and close. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close Configuration Manager. We're going to double click this PC. We're going to go to D, Program Files, Microsoft Configuration Manager, go down to the Logs directory, click Continue. Okay. Then we're going to click Close. I'm going to open up the terminal from the taskbar. Sorry about that. We'll wait 5 minutes, and I'll come back and we'll check the logs and see if our installation was successful. I'll be right back. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll grab this, paste, press enter, and we'll go down here and we'll make sure it says installation was successful. We can close that log tool. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll fix our WDS server services. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll customize our RAM disk size. So if you look here, customize the RAM disk TFTP block and window sizes on Pixie enabled distribution points. We're going to use the recommended values here. So we're going to set our TFTP window size to 8 and our TFTP block size to 16384. Okay, so I'm going to copy from the end of 215 all the way up to 203, and I'll paste that there. Give that a few moments. It's also going to pin our Microsoft Access Database Engine 2016, which comes with Mecum. We're just going to pin it so that it doesn't get automatically updated. Okay, so press enter. It's going to restart the machine, and I'll come back when that's at the logon screen. Okay, and we're back. So Control Alt Insert. We're going to copy our password here. Click up here, Control V to paste. There we go. We're going to right click, run, and we're going to do a 2-minute timeout. So wait for our VMware tools to load. There we go. Copy this, paste, and I'll see you in 2 minutes. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There we go. We're going to open up Configuration Manager from the taskbar here. Give that a few moments to load. And this has been an ongoing issue from a few builds ago, that sometimes the unknown computer member count is 0. So we're going to verify if that's been fixed in this one or not. So we'll click on Assets and Compliance. We'll go to Device Collections, and you can see all unknown computers 0, 0. It should be 3, right? So what we'll do is we'll right click on that. We're going to click Update Membership, click Yes, and then we're going to wait 60 seconds. So we can just change this to 60, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay? Now what we'll do is we're going to click User Collections, and then we'll click back on Device Collections. And now you can see it's now member count 3. Okay? What we're also going to do is we're going to click on Edge. We're going to check our report server, see if it's running well. So we'll open up Edge from the taskbar. Give that a moment. Okay, and we'll go here, Control C, Control V to paste. Okay, we're going to put our ADM account with the, there we go, CM backslash, and your ADM account. Put your password in there. Okay. You're going to click on Configuration Manager underscore PS1. We're going to scroll down to Site and Server Information. We're going to click on Site System Roles. There we go. Give that a moment to load. On our site code, we'll click PS1 and click View Report here. Okay, and we can see that we're getting our Power BI reporting. So here's our site. Here are our site system roles, and it looks good. Okay, so we can close that, and we can close Configuration Manager. And that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.